Gates back and away they go. They're racing, and Di Malanea, as ever, was very quickly away. She's made a very nice start, as indeed as Mostak Millar, that interesting newcomer, and also up with the pace at the early stages is the grey Katana. So it's Katana that leads at the moment. To up the inside, Shahanat Faisal for Wigberto Ramos. Di Malanea is just sitting off the speed, as indeed is Mostak Millar, the green cap. They're then followed by Asdi, horse number 15, who races in 5th position. Then towards the outside, Harbat Al Maidan. Then Atar is trying to make a bit of headway up the inside rail. They're then followed by the green and white colours there of Shathar, trying to get a little bit closer. And the rest have all got a bit of work to do to get involved at the moment. Inside the final 600 metres they go. And it's Katana, who's blazing quite a trail here, leads by about 3 or 4 lengths to Adhar up the inside. Mostak Millar is rather wide round the turn. Then Shahanat Faisal, not a great deal from Di Malanea, as they go inside the final 350 metres now and swing for home. And out in front, and still going very well, is Katana. But here comes Adhar now taking aim down the centre of the track. Adhar is getting a good bit closer to Katana as they go towards the closing stages. Katana's getting tired. Adhar is staying on. Mostak Millar's getting a second wind as well, but racing up towards the line. This is Adhar who's going away, and Adhar is going to take out the first. Mostak Millar stays on well for second, but Adhar beats Mostak Millar. Back and away they go. They're racing. A little bit awkward from the start was Besht Al Hakem, rather wide out the gate as well was Arcane as they make their way through the early stages. Good early speed actually from Seha, just gets in behind the leading tranche, which are headed by Eshab, the blue colours there. Right up the inside, Wadat Fada is also racing rather prominently. Right round the outside we have Malamar Al Majd, who's pretty prominent, so too towards the outside of that one in the white and black colours is now Besht Al Hakem. They're then followed by the red and white of Marjur, who's mid-division. Also mid-division is Matt in the pink colours. Towards the outside and racing rather wide is Malamar Al Majd as they make their way down towards the final 500 metres or so. And it's Besht Al Hakem who's just about the leader, to Eshab who's racing in second. Here comes Seha, the white cap, much more prominently ridden this time as they start to make the turn for home. Then round the outside, Matnuk, who's trying to get a little bit closer as they start to make the swing now. And out in front, it's Sihar that goes on. Sihar the leader by a couple of lengths. To in second position, Besht Al Hakem. Sihar, Besht Al Hakem down the centre of the track, Matnuk as well. And over on the far side, Fatin is trying to stay on too. But it's Sehar and Wigberto Ramos more prominently ridden today, and looks like it's going to hang on very nicely indeed. Sehar off the mark at the 3rd time of asking. Racing for the 3rd on the card, our first Arabian race. Own got away very well and leads towards the left of screen. Also prominent in the early stages is Ayufat Al Khaladir, as indeed is Watheb Al Khaladir, the black cap, and that one goes on. So it's Watheb Al Khaladir that leads, to Ayufat Al Khaladir in second. Own races towards the outside in 3rd, followed then by Katia Al Khaladir, who's also prominent right up that rail. The green and yellow colours of Ez Al Shaydam is followed by the pink on the outside there of Lazaz Ali. They're then followed right up the inner by Modi Shah in the light blue colours. Then the yellow and black of Wabel Al Burak, who's beating a bit of a retreat. Then Hammurabi towards the rear of the field, Al Hareth. Starting to make the turn for home here, and it's the yellow cap of Ayufat Al Khaladir who's chasing the black cap of Watheb Al Khaladir. So it's Watheb Al Khaladir to Ayufat Al Khaladir. Then Own round the outside. Lazaz Alali trying to get going round the outer. Right up the inner is Katia Al Khaladai. They're swinging for home. 300 metres left to go, and it's Watheb Al Khaladir that leads. leads to Ayufat Al-Khaladia racing in second. Owen is trying to get going down the centre of the track. Then Katir Al-Khaladia as well. This could be a big one for the Al-Khaladia operation because it's the black cap of Wateb Al-Khaladia. Now tackled and passed by Ayufat Al-Khaladia. Ayufat Al-Khaladia looking to try and make it 3 from 3. Battling back to the far side. Wateb Al-Khaladia. But up towards the line, it's the 4. Ayufat Al-Khaladia. Racing over the 1400 metres and making their way through the early stages. There was good pace from Webby. Also there in the early part of the race in the yellow colours is Zalil. Zalil wants to press on. From the outside, Jailar is also showing good early speed as they make their way through the early stages. Mona Al Jazeera is after that as they make their way through the first 400 metres or so. Another one that's prominent is Al Anwar in the orange colours. Looking for Zircon, one of the fancied runners in mid-div at the moment. Also just a little bit further back is Sakaker, but that one often comes from the rear of the field. So pressing on here is Mored Alelm as they start to make the turn, and this one's got a train to catch, gone well clear at the moment to Mona Al Jazeera, who's racing in second. A Jailer is in third, then in fourth spot Zalil in the yellow and blue colours, then trying to sneak up the inside rail there is the green of Webby. Lak Al Tahayar is also relatively prominent, but this 8-horse Mored Alelm has got a massive lead as they start to swing for home. Mona Al Jazeera races in second, then round the outside a Jailer. Zalil is trying to get involved, 1 or 2 from the back, really struggling. Zircon being one of those, and Sakaker needs to find plenty from there as well. They've swung for home, and still out in front is this 8 Mored Alelm, but they are now beginning to get a good bit closer. A Jailer down the centre of the track, and also the 6 Zalil is getting into this from the back of the field. Uju Anaya is staying on as well. The 8 now is struggling, Mored Alelm, and coming through to take it up is a Jailer, but here now down the centre of the track comes Zalil as well. Zalil swoops and gets there. We're off and racing through the early stages of this mile contest. Bawada Care, straight, true and fast from the gates and gets away well. Also prominent in the early stages in the yellow colours is Almondi Alir. Towards the outside, Oe Shek is trying to cut across from a wide draw. Also prominent is Tatul Al Game from a wide draw. They're then followed by Bin Ramthan, who's up the inside. Another one who's up the inside is Al Wahif, trying to make good use of that much better draw today. Bawada Care's just been taken a little bit back in the run. They're then followed by Hakim Al Anaya, who's racing in mid-division at the moment. Just now going back a little bit is Al Wahif, who's right at that inside rail. They're then followed by Tarahar, who's in mid-div right at the moment. Then Hakim Al Anaya is now just going backwards a little bit. And then after that, we've got Tahil Al Khair as they make their way round the turn here. And out in front, it's Bin Ramthan, who's the best of these on official ratings, leads to Oe Shek, who races in second position. They're then followed by Thekati, who's in third. Round the outside, Tatul Al Game, now poised to try and unleash a challenge. Al Wahif in the green colours, getting a little bit closer, but a little bit of work to do from there. They're then followed by Moldi Alir and the rest. They're swinging for home. Bin Ramthan still the leader, looking a little bit vulnerable now though. Towards the outside, Oe Shek. Right round the outer is Bawada Care throwing down a challenge, and here comes the green colours of Al Wahif as well. Down the lane they come, inside the final 350. The leading duo now giving best to Al Wahif, who goes on, but here comes Bawada Care down the centre of the track as well. It's Bawada Care and Al Wahif, but Al Wahif is finding a little bit more, and it's Al Wahif by 2 or 3 lengths now to Bawada Care in second. They're miles clear of the rest and racing up towards the line. Al Wahif drew again today and took full advantage. racing. They're away for the 6th on the card here at Taif this afternoon. Nice start was made by Ibn Habdan. That is often a horse that likes to go forward and has got into a good early prominent position. Also there is Mostateb in the white and red colours. Racing quite prominently in the early stages towards the far side is Edafar. Also up there is Al Washmi. It's Al Washmi in the black and white colours who's just about the leader now. The black colours with a white cap. In second position, Edafar cutting across. Also cutting across Al Najam Al Qasay in the green cap. Then the green colours of Sati Al Maidan. Followed then up the inside by Mostateb in the white and red. They're then just tracked by Tho Al Atlal in the blue and black colours, who's getting a nice trail into this in around about 6th spot at the moment. Sati Al Maidan is then followed towards the outer by Korba, who, if she's going to win this, is going to have to come the scenic route. Inside the final 600 they go, and the lead is with Edafar just to on the inside Al Washmi. These two at the head of affairs to Al Najam Al Qasay around the outside. Tho Al Atlal is now making good headway into the race as they go inside the final 600. They're then followed by Sati Al Maidan. Korba is staying on, but quite a lot to do from there. They're swinging for home. Out in front, Edafar, now tackled and passed by Tho Al Atlal, but has gone for home with 400 left to go. Tho Al Atlal the leader, to in second position Edafar. Then after that Al Najam Al Qasay. They're then followed by a tired Al Washmi. Korba's getting into this, but she's still got plenty to do. Inside the closing stages they go. Edafar really game on the front end, but here comes Tho Al Atlal. Edafar, Tho Al Atlal, these two to Al Najam Al Qasay in third spot. Edafar the far side. Tho Al Atlal slowly but surely is getting on top. Korba continues to stay on strongly, racing up towards the line. Edafar battles back to win. They're off and racing for the 7th on the card over the mile. Making their way through the early stages. Yamari, the green cap, the white headgear, has got away very well. Latin is making good headway across from a wide draw to get into a prominent posse as well. Saran Al-Khail is also up for the pace, followed then by the recalcitrant Strategy, who's now got into a good posse in the race itself. Ardal is after that, followed then towards the outside by Hutal Karain, who's tracking across from a wide draw as well. They're then followed by Motabane, who's racing in around about 7th position at the moment. Then Strategy has just been passed by Motabane. Then after that, the black and yellow sleeves of Helmi, followed then right up the inside by Ijabi as they make their way down towards the halfway point in the race. And this leading duo have kicked on here. Sarin Al-Khail and also Yamari. They're just locking on, followed then in third spot by Ardal, who's just about 3 lengths down. Then right round the outside now, trying to make a little bit of headway, is Maya Dari. They're then followed by Motabane, who's got a nice run in transit here. Then after that, the white sleeves of Latin, who's just gone back through the field a little bit. They're swinging for home, and Yamari has come through to take it up. Leads by a couple of lengths to Saran Al-Khail, who looks rather tired in second. Then Ardal, who races in third. Motabane now round the outside is beginning to get into this, followed then by Strategy. Then the white sleeves of Latin. Ijabi tries to stay on. They've swung for home though, and it's the two King Abdulaziz colours that goes on, runners here that go on, and it's Motabane who's hit the front. Motabane the leader, to on the far side Yamari. From the back of the field now getting into this is Daddy Queen, who's absolutely devouring the ground, but it's Motabane who's hit the front as they go deep inside the final furlong. Motabane, Daddy Queen, lane doors, Daddy Queen tight with Motabane. What a finish! Racing. The very heavily fancied Hatamat Al-Khaladieh got away well in the red and black colours, the grey filly there towards the right of shot as we look at them. Also prominent is Mabubat Jude in the predominantly green colours. They're then followed by Moga in the white and red, and then after that the checked sleeves of Mishal Al-Kataib. They're then followed rather wide by Muna, who's going to take the turn 3 horses wide. Then after that, the 9 horse, that's Afsamoom, who's racing in around about 6th spot at the moment as they take the turn in a pretty well grouped up fashion. They're then followed by Hamdi, the Qatari bred, followed then by Lahab, and then right at the rear of the field is Labid Al Khaladia. So they're making the turn. They'll be going down the far side very shortly and going inside the final 1,200 metres. And as they do so, it's Hatamat Al Khaladia that's out in front. In second position, Mahboubat Jude. Then towards the outer in third, Mishal El Kataeb, who, as I said, has been a little bit wide in the run, even wider still. Muna in the orange cap jockey trying to get back in there. Khalid Al Mamoni to get a slightly more economical run nearer the rail. They're then followed by Samoom, followed then right up the inside by Fala Judah. Then after that, the white and red of Moga, followed then towards the outer by the blue colours of Hamdi, who's still a little bit back in the run, as indeed is Samoom. Then after that, Lahab, who's last but one, and still at the rear of the field is Labid Al Khaladia. So they're making the turn out of the back straight very shortly, and it's Hatamat Al Khaladia who's out in front and travelling pretty strongly on the sharp end at the moment. In second spot, Mishal El Kataeb. Then after that, in third, Fala Judah, who's now beginning to struggle as they make the turn and head towards the final 500 metres. Muna is trying to stay on. They're then followed by the green and white colours of Mahboubat Jude. But as they start to turn for home now, 3/4 of a length is the difference between Hatamat Al Khaladia and a rather tired-looking Mishal Al Kataeb. Staying on, though, is Muna from the back of the field. She's beginning to make headway, and she now moves into third spot. Still trying to stay on is Fala Judah, but it's Hatamat Al Khaladia that leads them down towards the final couple of 100 metres. In second position, Mishal Al Kataeb. Then after that, down the centre of the track, Muna, who is making progress, but it's only incremental as they go inside the closing stages. Hatamat Al Khaladia battling on the far side. Mishal Al Kataeb. Hatamat Al Khaladia could really rather do with the line, but it's going to get there though. They're racing. Slightly awkward out of the gate was Jasmine. Good early pace, though, as we thought, from Wash Al Mohammedia in the white and green colours. Also prominent there in the early part of the race is Kareem. Another one that's going well towards the outside early speed-wise is Anal. And also there in the orange and green colours, Moktahar. Also making headway now is Inemir in the orange and dark blue colours to join Wash Al Mohammedia. They're then followed in third by Kareem. Then after that, Motakar, who's racing in fourth. A little bit further back then we have the white cap of Inshamar, also there right up the inside, the first colours there of Al Moyea. Right round the outside, the green cap of Entehard, and Camilo Ospina tries to get a little bit nearer, then Inze, and the rest are really strung out, starting to make the turn, and it's Wash Al Mohammedia who leads at the moment by half a length. Inemir still travels quite strongly though towards the outside in second. They're then followed by Kareem, who races in third, then Analu's in fourth spot. Now trying to stay on from the back is Al Moyea as they go towards the closing stages now. Inemir has gone past Wash Al Mohammedia, but down the centre of the track, Kareem could well be the danger. One that's also finished off extremely strongly is Tandu from the back, but it's Inemir that leads at the moment to Kareem in second. Tandu continues to absolutely fly as they race up towards the line. Inemir, Tandu, Inemir.